There are all kinds of cars in the world, each designed to suit different tastes and lifestyles. Some people look for size, comfort, and a relaxed driving experience. But others, perhaps people like you, are drawn to the agility, the lightness, and the thrill of tight cornering that only a compact car can offer. So, what kind of driver are you? If driving is essentially about getting from one place to another, today's car takes that concept and adds a whole new layer of fun to it. It turns something that could be dull and mechanical into an experience centered around enjoyment. The car we're introducing today is a model that to this day defines what a true sports sedan should be. Thanks to its razor-sharp handling, near-perfect weight balance, and impressive power, we're talking about the BMW 3 Series, a car that debuted in 1975 and, even now in 2025, still comes to mind whenever someone mentions the words sports sedan. More than just a way to get from A to B, this car was built for those who love the act of driving itself. It's a street-legal race car wrapped in a package that complies with everyday road laws, yet delivers the spirit of a track machine. This is the 3 Series. In the 1970s, when the first 3 Series was being developed, Europe was struggling with the effects of the oil crisis. Naturally, people began to favor smaller, lighter, and more fuel-efficient vehicles over the large gas-guzzling cars of the past. But BMW had something different in mind. They weren't just aiming to build a small car with good mileage, they wanted to create a car that delivered true driving pleasure. The result of that vision was the E21, the very first generation of the BMW 3 Series. Led by French designer Paul Bracq, BMW introduced a bold new design philosophy: sharp, clean lines paired with a driver-focused interior. It was a car that didn't just adapt to the times, it defined what a compact sports sedan could be. The exterior of the E21 marked a defining moment in BMW's design identity. Most notably, the single-kidney grille and round dual headlamps carried over the visual DNA from the 2002 series, preserving the brand's signature look. But under the direction of designer Paul Bracq, these elements were refined with cleaner lines and a sharper, more modern presence. The single-kidney grille, round headlights, low hood line, and short overhangs gave the E21 a look that was both sporty and restrained. However, the E21's true innovation lay inside the cabin. In the mid-1970s, most car interiors still followed a simple, symmetrical layout. But the E21 changed that. It became the first production car in the world to feature a driver-oriented dashboard. The instrument cluster and key controls were angled approximately 30 degrees toward the driver, allowing quick and intuitive access without the need to shift posture or glance away from the road. This became a hallmark of BMW interior design for decades to come. The steering wheel position, seating posture, and gauge layout were all based on ergonomic principles. It came standard with a tachometer, adjustable headrest on the sport seats, a tilt-adjustable steering wheel, and optional features like a sunroof, power windows, AM/FM radio, cassette player, and rear window defogger, making it exceptionally well equipped for its time. Of course, offering this many features meant that some trade-offs had to be made. For instance, air conditioning wasn't commonly included, and the lack of power steering, or ABS, made it feel a bit behind in terms of driver aids. Later rivals like the Mercedes-Benz 190 EW201 and Volvo 240 series would surpass the E21 in safety technology, but in terms of driver engagement and innovation, the 3 Series had already set a new benchmark. The E21 was designed to appeal to a wide range of drivers, offering a total of 6 main engine variants, each with its own distinct character, performance, and purpose. Let's start with the 316, the entry-level model in the lineup. It was powered by a 1.6-liter M10 inline 4 SOHC engine, producing around 90 horsepower and 128 newton-meters of torque. Buyers could choose between a 4-speed manual or a 3-speed automatic transmission. As a true entry-level option, the 316 focused on fuel efficiency and everyday usability, making it ideal for drivers looking for a practical and economical daily car. Just above it in the lineup was the 318, equipped with a 1.8-liter engine that bumped the output up to around 98 horsepower. It offered a bit more performance and flexibility, making it a better fit for drivers who regularly move between city streets and highway cruising. Next up is the 320, which served as the core mid-range model in the lineup. Early versions were equipped with a carbureted M10 engine, but later variants introduced fuel injection, dramatically improving throttle response and efficiency. Power output ranged from 109 to 113 horsepower, and in addition to the original 4-speed manual and 3-speed automatic options, a 5-speed manual gearbox was added in later years. Then came the 320i, the first E21 to include a letter in its badge, I for injection. This model became especially popular in the North American market. It retained the same engine architecture but increased displacement slightly from 1.8 to 2.0 liters. With the Bosch K-Jetronic fuel injection system, it pushed output to a maximum of 125 horsepower. The result was smoother acceleration, more refined power delivery, and a near-perfect balance of performance and fuel economy. Thanks to this well-rounded character, the 320i became the best-selling E21 variant in both Europe and the US. From the moment it launched, the E21 made a huge impact in the European market. It was a car that combined the practicality of a sedan with the driving pleasure of a sports car, making it an especially attractive choice for young professionals and the growing middle class. Produced from 1975 to 1983, the E21 sold approximately 1.36 million units worldwide. It was the first BMW model to break the 1 million mark in sales, and it marked the powerful beginning of what would become the 3 Series legacy. In North America, the 320i played a key role in shaping BMW's image as a brand that made compact, refined, and fun-to-drive cars. That perception became the foundation for what would eventually be known around the world as the ultimate driving machine. So how did the E21 compare to its rivals of the time? The Alfa Romeo Alfetta offered a fun and engaging driving experience, but struggled with reliability and ease of maintenance. The Volvo 240 was known for its safety and practicality, but its driving dynamics were rather sluggish. And the Mercedes-Benz 190e, which arrived later, impressed with refinement and build quality, but focused more on comfort and composure than driver excitement. In contrast, the E21 brought something different to the table, a clear focus on sportiness and precise handling. This wasn't just a car with multiple engine options. It was a carefully crafted lineup where each trim had a distinct personality and purpose. The widely popular 320i and the now legendary high-performance 323i became the defining faces of the E21. More importantly, this was the moment BMW truly embraced and showcased its philosophy of the ultimate driving pleasure. The BMW E21. It wasn't just the first of the 3 Series, it was the first time BMW truly blended driving pleasure with everyday practicality. It marked a shift in the automotive world, from boxy sedans to something a little more personal, a little more connected, and, frankly, a lot more fun to drive. From its unmistakable round headlights to that tight chassis balance, the E21 set the foundation for everything the 3 Series would become. And, more importantly, it made driving itself the main feature. For many, the E21 was their first taste of what a BMW really felt like. Raw, simple, analog, but unforgettable. So, as we wrap up this chapter, remember, this wasn't just BMW's first 3 Series. This was the birth of an icon. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into the origins of the 3 Series, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss what comes next. Because up next, we step into the legend that followed, the E30. See you there.